Welcome back to another episode of the Road to Glory here with Salford City, where last episode we got things underway and even more underway, obviously. I believe this is episode 3 now, possibly, of the RTG. I actually can't remember off the top of my head. Is it either episode 1 or episode 3. Today we have Carabao Cup action against Cardiff City. We'll go ahead and play that and probably get better at that, and then we have a couple of league games as well in here. Last episode we did go ahead and bring in Charlie Brown, a right midfielder, to help play along the wings here. We bought him in for 450,000. We do have a 3-back formation. I'm not really looking to bring anybody else in, possibly a loan deal, because that's quite literally all we can maybe not even afford. So let's go and get straight into action here, where we have Cardiff City in the Carabao Cup. It's going to be a drastic difference for me. It might take me a couple moments to kind of get used to these lesser, I don't want to say lesser, but they are worse overall players. I was just recording my Glory Hunter on the main channel. So, yeah, going from 89 Bukayo Saka down to 64 Stockton is going to be quite the difference here. But here's Charlie Brown whipped into Stockton. A little too much direct at the keeper from Mr. Brown. In for Woodburn. Woodburn into Stockton. Stockton out wide to Adokun. And Adokun now. Adokun down the left-hand side. Into the box for Kawasi. Kawasi into Brown. Intercepted. I should have shot that with Kawasi. Ashley wins it back in the midfield. He'll find Ben Woodburn. Back to Ashley. And Ashley from outside the box. It's a great save by Horvath. Or Horvath. I should say not Horvath. Horvath, the American. Ashley winning that ball down to Ben Woodburn. Cowell, Stopis, NG now, NG into Conga, Conga into Cowell, and Cowell has the lead for Cardiff City. There's a difference in quality. There is a difference in quality right there. Cross comes in, Conga header is awfully off target, and that is halftime here. 1-0 down at the break, which honestly isn't that bad. We'll absolutely take that being down 1-0. We need a better second half here, and it starts with this guy right here getting down the flanks. Mr. Charlie Brown getting past Collins, and now Charlie Brown down the right-hand side, getting past another one. Charlie Brown near post, stayed by the keeper, out for a corner. For an onset corner. Adokun on the header. No, the keeper is going to be able to pick that up with ease. Ashley Woodburn turning off his defender, and Ben Woodburn now. Ben Woodburn losing it. He kept on the ball for way too long, but he'll try and win it back, in which he will. And Ben Woodburn into Stockton! And Stockton has the leveler. It's 1-1 here. Salford City draw level against championship side Cardiff. And it's the man I almost subbed off a couple of moments ago. Charlie Brown will go ahead and get subbed off, though, for Chester. That is one sub I will make. A great ball in for Willick. And Willick gives Cardiff the lead back. I don't know where our defenders were on that side, but they weren't there, I'll tell you that much. We are going to lose in the first round of the Carabao Cup, as expected, but a lot closer than expected of a game here, as we are only going to probably only lose 2-1. Unless we can somehow scrape a draw and go to a penalty shootout, and then anything is possible from there. Fornera into Stockton. Stockton into Kawasi. I'm sorry if you're hearing the beeps. It's just text messages going off as Kawasi draws level, and we will be going to a penalty shootout. We are going to a penalty shootout against a quality championship side in the Carabao, unless they score like right now, which would be absolutely absurd unless they score right now. I think the Lord Edwards got a foot in there. Jones up the field. Penalty shootout it is. Wow. And so we go to penalties. And up first, it's Cardiff City. It's Turnbull. We're going to go right. He goes left. 1-0 for Cardiff. It's Miklani, whose fresh legs had helped us a little bit. He goes top left, and what a pen that is. 1-1. Willick now up next. Is he going to go the same way? No, he goes the way I dived earlier. 2-1 for Cardiff. They take the lead. Ben Woodburn, our best player on the team. He misses. He hits the post and misses. Siops is down the middle. He goes right. 3-1 for Cardiff. And that might be all she wrote. Stockton, our best striker, going to go top left. Keeper stood to the solid ground again. And now Conga, he should go right, but he will go left, and he will go right again. 4-2 for Salford. Loon must make this bottom left. Loon does make it. We must save now. NG versus Jones. He's going to go right again, isn't he? He does go right again. Of course he does. NG goes right. Cardiff City win. Our marquee player, Ben Woodburn, misses a penalty. And just like that, and probably the quickest penalty shootout I've ever taken a part of when it goes to 5. We are out of the cup, but boys have made me proud. We got to a penalty shootout. They're celebrating like they won the damn trophy. You beat the League 2 side on penalties. I knew I should have dove right. We're out of the EFL Cup. We're going to go ahead and jump to simulation here against Swindon Town in league action. Let's see what the boys can do. And in the first 5 minutes, Kawasi has the lead for us. 1-0. 5-0. What? And a 1-0 win is all it had in it. The Kawasi 4th minute goal is all that we needed to pick up all 3 points in league action. Next up, we have 5th place Tranmere Rovers. Here we go. Salford City 1st place, Tranmere Rovers 5th place. A test of a team's fighting for promotion this season, or early fighting for promotion caliber squads. Kawasi out wide to Charlie Brown. And Charlie Brown now down the wings. Crossed in, back post for Adokloon. Crossed in, Kawasi sat on his backside. It's a corner, though, for Salford. Brown now crossed in. Cleared away. Woodburn couldn't win that. Stockton's going to try, and Stockton is not going to succeed. Ben Woodburn into Kawasi. And Kawasi, Ben Woodburn, Stockton. He misses a target. You can't miss that, Stockton. Charlie Brown getting it in the midfield. Charlie Brown now in for Stockton. Stockton into Ben Woodburn, cleared by the defender. Ashley will pick it back up in the midfield. Out wide for Charlie now. And Charlie whipped in. Second effort. Both awful crosses. Ashley, though, in the midfield, controlling it. Down to Chester. Out wide for Brown. Into Kawasi. And Kawasi will hold it up. Back out wide for Brown. It wasn't the best of the passes. Kawasi in for Woodburn. Over the top for Stockton. On the volley for Stockton. He finds the back of the net. He misses a sitter, but he's able to blast that one into the back of the net. And Salford take the lead here right before the break. Brown out wide for Woodburn. And Woodburn shot blocked. Halftime. 1-0 up the break here. Adokloon now. Crossed in. Oh, that's an awful cross. I can't lie, but the clearance is worse. Woodburn into tilt. Wires tilt all the way up. Jennings, and it's a great goal as Patrick slots into the back of the net. Goes through the goalpost. It's 1-1. Stockton, Woodburn, out wide for Brown. And Charlie Brown in for Kawasi, in for Stockton, and it's a P-roller, but Stockton finds the back of the net. Salford retake that lead in rapid fashion. 2-1 for Salford. As Nyohiri San goes ahead and celebrates his new life as a manager here down in League 2. Oh, that's actually going to that might mess up plans. Oh, that might mess up future plans thinking about that. Damn. Well, Stockton takes the lead to make it 2-1. I can't get the subs on now, so I might as well just keep playing. Winning it back in the midfield into Adokloon, back to Ashley. Now in for Ben Woodburn. Ben Woodburn out wide for Charlie Brown, who's been the focus of this game. Getting the ball out wide to him and trying to find something else there. Woodburn finds Adokloon on the left-hand side now. Adokloon into Ashley. Ashley to Woodburn. Woodburn into Charlie Brown. Can Charlie Brown find Stockton for the hat trick? He does find Stockton for the hat trick. It's 3 for Salford. It's 3 for Stockton. And Salford, that should be the game sealer. And that should be all 3 points for top of the table clash here. Mr. Stockton with the hat trick. Charlie Brown on another assist. Another well-worked goal here by the Salford lineup. That roll, that play, this ball here nearly intercepted by the defender. But 3-1 for Salford. Kouassi is going to come off. Chester's going to come on for Charlie Brown. We are going to go ahead and take off Garber and put him on for Edwards. And those will be the changes we make. The quality on the bench is not that great, but we don't have the money to bring anybody in. I can't even bring any free agents in, so it's all, I can't even bring in youth talents in at the moment. That's how bad down we are at the moment. We can't even bring in youth talents. For Stockton to make it 4, and Salford are in cruise control now. Consolation goal looming for them, and it is a consolation goal. They do make it 4-2. And I think the shakiness has now since subsided. And here comes a very tired Adekloon. He's going to lay it off for a very tired Stockton, who wants possibly even 5 goals here. And he might get the opportunity to make it 5. He will get the opportunity, and he will make it 5-2 for Salford. He'll make it 5 for himself. Absolute dominant from the older guy, from the veterans of this squad. Stockton 5, Tranmere Rovers 2. And all 3 points are coming back home with us. Now with Chesterfield sitting in 18th, I was going to go ahead and play this game as well, but we'll go in quick sim and play a different one, and maybe we should have played it like I thought we should have. As we lose 2-1, Kouassi in the 89th minute getting a consolation goal. So really a 2-0 loss. In fact, it could have been 1-1 if you take out their goal. And now it is transfer deadline day. I am looking to sell some of these players. I don't expect to get game time. I need this budget to go up, not only just to be able to bring in players possibly in January, but also for the youth academy players to bring those guys into. So hopefully within these 10 hours, we can sell a couple of players. We do go saying goodbye to one player, but I don't think this is a permanent deal. I believe this is just a loan sign or a loan letting go. In Osterfield, he is off to the MLS with New York City FC for the next 12 months. We'll see him grow and maybe be able to sell him for a little bit more money next season. We also do see our first transfer, Junior Lumumba. He has been sold for $550,000. He just wasn't going to get game time, so we go ahead and accept it. The board thought we could have got $200K more. I believe that's because his contract was expiring, and so we had to sell him for a little bit closer to his market value. $550K though is not bad. That will allow us to bring in a couple more players into the squad for the youth academy, so we'll absolutely take that. And Kelly Namai has also been loaned out to Amiens SC for the rest of the season. And that wraps up the transfer window. We only sell one player on deadline day, but that does put our budget back up to that 1 million mark, which will allow us to bring in some more players from the youth academy as we have a scout report now from the 3 nations. Do we not have, when are they coming back? The first, right? Yeah, so these guys, I believe this guy was already here, in all honesty. I believe he was there, so we're just going to reject that. Update available in England. We're looking for them, so obviously we can only bring in somebody 76 overall, or 76 potential. We are not going to go ahead and sign anyone freely because it does cost money, but this guy's potential is absolutely absurd. We cannot bring him in. We can go ahead and bring this guy in so Daniel Cairns can come in. We cannot bring in Rogers. We could bring in Latham, but do we need a Latham? I don't think we necessarily do need a Latham, possibly. Who is this guy? Well, we can't bring this guy in. I'm going to bring him in, but I'm not quite sure about that guy. And then over to Wales, where we are looking for defensive options, or kind of all over the place, right? Right back, left back, CDM. Yeah, so more defensive options here. We can't bring this guy in. We can't bring in Harvey Price. We can't bring in Clark. We can't bring in Andrews. We could bring in Gwynn, so we shall go ahead and bring in Gwynn. We cannot bring in Healy, so we don't really get the pacey center backs that I was kind of looking for, in all honesty, what I'm looking for now. We do get in Gwynn, who is 14 years old. Can't bring him in. So nobody's here really quick enough for the team. Do we have enough money to bring in somebody from... Oh, that costs $500K just to bring in those guys. Wow. Wow, we are going to struggle for money-wise. We are absolutely going to struggle for money-wise. We are going to go ahead and end the episode there. I know I technically only played 2 games, but I'm on a time constraint at the moment, so a little bit of another shorter episode. We'll get back to normal length over the next coming days, but for now, that's me it today. Leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.